Look who I'm sitting with. I got three wonderful, beautiful people here. Your name is?
I'm Joan Goldstein.
And oh yes, tell me
And
more.
I'm here
Tell me
today
more.
because I'm chair of the Green Team.
That's right. I like the chair you're sitting in now. And you are?
I'm Lisa Swain. I'm on the council in Fairlawn.
And right over here.
And I'm Carol Wagner from the Fairlawn Health Department.
Now, I've known you all three for quite a few years. I've had you involved, or I've been involved with some of the activities that you guys have been planning, some wonderful town events. But Joan, I want to know a little bit more about this Green Team thing. Is it like a football team?
It could be like a football team because it's a team, and we all we want to pull together to advance to our goal. And the team is made up of people in Fairlawn. The team was founded by Councilwoman Swain, and we've been here now for 3 years. And in the past, you've seen us have our green fairs, and this year we're doing something a little bit new. The Green Team is to try to help people in Fairlawn learn about how to be, those buzzwords.
How to be green, right?
Green and sustainable.
As a matter of fact, I remember
But what
going
does
to
that
the high
mean?
school once, and there was a green fair there, and I think you were involved with putting most of that together, which was really educational. And it was great to see the young kids in the high school level getting involved with something like that, sort of like get their future together. But the Green Team is like, it's an all-year-round organization.
It's an all-year-round organization, yeah. I have a lot of help with these things that we pull off, so it really is a team. And yes, the kids are involved. We've always had kids from the high school environmental club, and they bring in kids from the lower grades, and that's.
Are you more always trying to educate and inform people about making the planet and their daily lives more green-ish? Is that sort of the concept there?
That is
that your mission statement of sorts?
That's exactly what we're trying to do. That's
And I
exactly
think,
what we're trying to do. Education is a big part of it.
and I think some of the fun parts about educating people is the way you go about doing things. I think the fair was great, but I want to segue over here because I know something's coming up pretty soon. Councilwoman Lisa Swain, hello dear, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm always happy to see you, and I think whenever there's a town activity, you are there. You're like John Costco, but both of you just probably live in the town somewhere. The 20th, February 20th, and we got a little sneak peek over there, 1 pound. What's the feedback on that? What's going on with that?
This is a new program that the Green Team is launching, 1 pound at a time. We came up with this idea that you can do anything if you break it down and think of it 1 pound at a time. So there's 3 components. The first is reduce weight, which brings us to the event next week. Then we also have reduce waste and inflate your tires. All 3 parts to make each person more sustainable, which will then help to make Fairlawn more sustainable and our overall community more sustainable.
And that really sounds like a really smart health concept. I even noticed one of the things you have on there is called inflate tires. We'll come back to that in a second. But Carol, when we talk about health, I can't ignore not having you involved. Health department director, been involved, what, 20,000 years over there? Something like that, right?
Quite a long time.
But you always wear wonderful, gorgeous shawls and like scarves. I always love that
Thank
look.
you.
Your involvement with the organization.
Yes, in the health department we do have a health educator. Actually, we use the health educator from Valley Hospital. And Valley Hospital is sending a nutritionist to the event next week on February 20th.
Ah.
And it's going to be where the nutritionist is giving a short presentation on basic nutrition.
Okay.
And then we'll be open to questions and answers from any of the attendees that participate.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I would also think that maybe throughout a non-activity period of time, if anyone wanted maybe information, they could probably go to a couple of places. I'm not going to get to that yet, but I would imagine dropping in on you from time to time, and I know you always love having visitors, because you always say hi to me when I come by. That's a good spot also, the health department, for people to get some ideas about things, right?
Yes, anytime between 8:30 and 4:30, people feel free to stop by. We do have a lot of educational information, and if you want extra information, especially on physical fitness, diet and exercise, we're here.
What made you get started on doing this?
On 1 pound at a time?
Yeah.
Well, as I said, it was Lisa's idea. I'm just going to go for a second and go right to the event, and then talk about 1 pound at a time.
I think going there is fabulous. Do it, yes.
Okay. On February the 20th, we are launching the lose weight portion of 1 pound at a time, and Tom Metzler has graciously agreed to be, as he calls it, the poster
Baby.
for
I could say
weight
that.
loss in Fairlawn. So,
And just perhaps for those 1 or 2 people that don't know whom we are talking about, our town manager,
That's our town
who
manager.
loves to get involved with that wonderful creative activities like the one you're talking about.
Right.
More information about going there that night.
It is February the 20th. It's going to be at the rec center in the card room, which is just off of the atrium. We're going to be starting at 7 p.m. We're going to, as Carol said, we're going to be having a program with someone from Valley Hospital talking about nutrition. We're going to have a weigh-in for Tom. There's going to be there's a lot of incentive that Tom is putting into this. It's going to have a charitable portion, because just like in any marathon where you can make pledges to help motivate people to do something, Tom is going to have people pledge to make contributions according to his weight loss, and those contributions are going to go to a charitable.
So he has to hit a certain mark. Are you going to weigh him every week, every 2 weeks? How's that going to go?
Well, he gets weighed monthly anyway.
Monthly, okay.
Yep. So, he can set a goal. People can pledge either for a total amount of weight loss, or they can just pledge by pound loss. So,
wow.
There's options, whatever they feel is comfortable for them. And as Joan said, the charitable aspect is that money will then get donated to a community in Little Ferry or Moonachie. We want to be able to help out in some way rebuilding somebody's home, whether it's buying appliances or something.
There's a lot of ways of keeping green. Obviously, diet, weight is one of them. But when you talk about reduced waste, there's a lot of information there. Even inflating tires will help you get around and save money on gas, I'm sure. There's a lot of fun things involved with it. I happen to think this is a great concept that Fairlawn's involved with. I don't know many other towns that really do something like this. What was the catalyst? I mean, I got about a minute and a half left. What's the catalyst to get this going?
Well, I had been reading an article about losing weight, and somehow it just popped into my head that not only could we lose weight as a community, but we could reduce waste at the same time. And if we did it 1 pound at a time, because for instance, obviously if you lose weight, you become healthier, you're less of a drain on your own body is healthier, you're less of a drain on the health system.
I see that, yeah.
But then when you reduce waste, for every person who can reduce their household garbage by 1 pound a week, the town can save $35,000.
It turns out it's 55,000. We've been wrong. Ron Lauderman corrected me.
He updated it.
He updated it. Yeah.
Wait, do I have a scoop right here?
We have a scoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a
Hot
scoop.
off the press.
Hot off the press.
That's one family, 1 pound?
If each family in Fairlawn reduces their garbage waste by 1 pound each week, Fairlawn will save $55,000, because we pay for our garbage by the tonnage. So
So if you came to my house, you could actually clear it out, save a lot of money.
That's
Well,
right.
Something like that. Okay, look, I'm running out of time.
Composting
Okay.
is
How do we reach
I
you
want to
guys?
say something else for
Go.
the February 20th event. Not only will we have a nutritionist there, we'll have a weigh-in, but we're also going to have representatives from the local fitness centers in town.
Ah, yes.
Someone from the senior center is going to be there, and also representing our own recreational department. So there are going to be a lot of options for people to start getting involved 1 pound at a time.
All right, now is there a number that you could maybe have if people want to call for information or anything like that? You guys have a number handy?
Yes, they can call the manager's office, 201-794-5314.
Say it one more time.
201-794-5314.
Lisa, Joan, Carol, it's like the Three Musketeers or something like that. We should do this like once a week. Thank you very much for your time and energy, and we're going to benefit and help people feel better, take care of themselves, develop a sense of well-being, and help Fairlawn. Folks, I want to make sure that you go to this thing. February 20th, we'll let you know more about it with the article. Stay with me and don't go away, as Inside Fairlawn does continue.